Alright, let's look at the homework 16.2, problem number 10. Alright, so we're talking about the a fence with a circular base, and height is given by this function h, and we want to know the amount of paint required to paint both sides of the fence. Alright, so first let's find the area of the fence. Alright, both sides combined. Alright. So both sides, I'm going to just multiply by 2, so then find the area of one side. Right, area can be found by integral, right, over this circular path. I'm going to call that C, right. Then the height function here is h of x comma y, and then multiply by the arc length element here, right. So let's compute the arc length element. That's going to be, let's see, ds is going to be, right, so it's going to be a square root of, right, partial derivative of x, actually regular derivative of x with respect to t, which is going to be negative 10 sine of t. And the derivative of y with respect to t would be 10 cosine of t. Alright, so put those guys in. So let's see, that guy squared. So we have 100 sine squared of t plus another 100 cosine squared of t dt. Right? And this is going to give us square root of 100 is going to be 10. And the square sine squared plus cosine squared is going to be 1. So you're going to get the 10 dt. Right? So this can be rewritten as, so we have a 2 here. Then here's an integral. Right? Let's see. So h of x comma y would be 4 plus 0.03, then you have x squared would be, let's see, 10 squared, so 100 cosine squared of t, and minus y squared would be 100 sine squared of t. Alright, then arc length element is 10 dt. Right, so by pulling out the 100, we can see that this is going to give us, let's see, so pulling out the 100 there, and then 100 times 0.03, so this is going to be just 3, right? And then you can see that you have cosine of squared, and this minus sine of squared. This can be rewritten as cosine of 2t. Right, so since I have a number down here, so I'm gonna move this guy outside here. So you will get this is going to be equal to 20 integral, right? And actually t goes from, so you have to go all the way around, so it's going to be 0 to 2 pi, right? So you have 0 to 2 pi. And you have a 4 plus 3 times cosine of 2t, right, with respect to t. Right, so this is going to be 20. Antiderivative 4 is 4t. And antiderivative of 3 cosine of 2t would be 3 sine of 2t over 2, right? Then you're going from 0 to 2 pi, right? So this is going to be 20 times, by plugging 2 pi, so 4 times 2 pi is 8 pi, and plugging 2 pi, sine of 4 pi is 0. By plugging 0 is 0, sine of 0 is 0, so you just get that. So this is going to be 160 pi. Alright, so that's the area, so that's going to be a square meters. Right, Then it says that the one, so we have another information here, a piece of, suppose that the 1 liter cover is 100 square meters, right? So we have to divide by 100. So we have 160 pi divided by 100. That would be, right, we can just cross out the zeros, right? And divide by 2, so that's going to be 8. Divided by 2 is going to be 5. So we can see that this is going to be 8 pi over 5. Right? So let's compute the 8 pi over 5. Right? I'm going to bring out the GeoGebra. Alright, so we need to compute 8 pi over 5. Right? Hit enter. Right? Oh, actually, we need to get to this. Let's see. We need to object properties, and then we just need to get to the instead of symbolic, we just need the decimal numbers. So it came out to be 5.03. Was it? Let's see. Yep. Right. That's it. I hope that this was clear.